bad accident. Worse than we thought. John's gonna be out of work for a long time.
Can you and the kids get by without his salary?
Dad, I just don't know.
Listen to me. You're going to need a good lawyer.
Well, there's your cousin.
No. He handles real estate. You're going to need an experienced personal injury attorney. Someone who can help you immediately. Brian Kuna is the attorney you should get. He's excellent at personal injury cases.
We just got a call on a serious auto injury case. Let's get moving. Richard, notify the defendant's insurance company that Brian Kuhn and Associates is taking the case. Here's the accident scene. Nell, get down there, take photos, interview any witnesses. Jim, those recent changes in the auto insurance law apply here. Sharon, I want to interview the doctor and the extent of the injuries. Find out how long it'll be. Okay, this case ought to settle, but we're taking no chances.
Brian Kuna and Associates, concentrating in personal injury law. Call 1-800-322-8300.
Time suddenly comes to a dead stop,
My God.
leaving the Enterprise frozen in the middle of a devastating attack.
Dr. Crusher has been hit by a disruptor blast at point-blank range.
Now, a race begins to rescue the past.
The explosion has already occurred.
Before an enemy awakes. As the clock ticks toward annihilation. Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Saturday night at 7 on your Fox 64.
Read the tabloids.
Roseanne Barr!
You've heard the rumors.
My name's Tom Arnold.
But you've never seen the whole story.
Come here, Roseanne! You cannot shut me out!
Until now.
Everybody shut out!
Roseanne, an unauthorized biography. Tuesday on your Fox 64.
Saturday, you're invited to the original Voodoo Lounge.
Saturday night at 11 on your Fox 64.
Everything you're about to see and hear is true. Real cops, real cases compiled from actual events. Police stories told by the cops who lived them and will remember them the rest of their lives. Top Cops.
We watch people and places. It's not uncommon for me to keep surveillance on a location or an individual for weeks at a time and see nothing at all. It's the kind of job that requires a tremendous amount of patience. It's the type of work to which very few people and very few cops are suited. I became a cop in 1959. I've been working narcotics since 1974. I thought I'd seen everything until the investigation of this branch of the Cali cartel, which began around Thanksgiving, 1988. The cartel operated between New York and Brownsville, Texas. They had moved 44 million in 39 days. It was mind-boggling. The cartel moved drugs and money. They could hide approximately 5,000 pounds of cocaine in a 24-foot truck. Although most of the vehicles were only 5 months old, they had over 60,000 miles on them. The drivers were all Colombians working under contract. They'd come up, work for 2 years, and go back. And they were armed with machine guns. If there was trouble, they were ready to handle it. I'd been directed by confidential informants to the fleet. They said it involved a large-scale money laundering and drug distribution network. This is Group 86 of the New York Drug Enforcement Task Force. My team includes 6 New York City police detectives, 4 New York State troopers, and my backup officer, a special agent for the DEA.
Morning, gentlemen. I trust you all had a good Thanksgiving dinner.
Got a feeling that's the last good meal we see for a while, guys. Iraqi.
Very likely. As you all know, we've been tipped to large-scale movement by the Cali cartel. Right?
Okay. This is the truck we know about. It's 1987 GMC, license number Tango Lima 6826. Truck was followed to this warehouse in Janet Place.
We maintain intermittent visual surveillance, supplemented by hidden cameras on that vehicle and the Janet Place location. By mid-December, it became the sole target of the investigation. Surveillance was conducted on a 24-hour basis, and a video camera was mounted nearby to record all movements.
Mi hermano, mira, mueve, que a ti no se te paga, pero ¿qué te pasa, chico? Hey, tú estás atrasado, mi hermano. No, pero, ¿qué tú piensas? Mira, no te me vas a excusar. Es que no existen excusas. Carlos, vete. Estamos listos. Dale a este tipo su arma, que ese carro tiene que salir ahora mismo.
The warehouse itself was a sealed fortress. We observed different people visiting the location, dropping boxes off, moving cars in and out. On the 3rd of January, a surveillance team followed a visitor from the site when he left.
806, I have a Chevy Astro van, license Robert Echo Bravo, 244, turning east onto Elkhart.
Matty followed the van to an address in an upscale area of Nassau County. He was real cute, driving very slowly, pulling into one driveway, letting us go by, and then backing into the other. The team moved to this Apple Tree Lane address, leaving one man on the Janet Place location.
Buddy? Easy. Relax, okay?
As luck would have it, when our spotter was pulled away from his car, the truck pulled out of the warehouse.
Just rest easy. We'll get an ambulance. You'll be fine. Coming out, guys.
When the van left the Apple Tree Lane address, a red Ford Taurus rode shotgun.
This thing is loaded with something. That something is 500 kilos, guys.
Okay, everybody, stay with them. Move.
The two vehicles took a very indirect route to the Long Island Expressway, making close to 25 unnecessary turns. They will dump vehicles loaded with dope if they so much as think they're being followed. To them, losing a load is just part of the cost of doing business.
Your truck's in the Maspeth warehouse.
I had him mugging over here.
Get your ass over here now.
I couldn't believe it. My dentist said, Ted, you've got tartar. I said, but I brush. I even rinse and floss. And still my teeth aren't clean? She said, Ted, all that's great, but to fight tartar better, you can't brush with regular toothpaste. Use the right toothpaste, Tartar Control Crest.
Even if you rinse and floss, if you don't use a Tartar Control toothpaste for your tartar problem, your teeth aren't as clean as they could be. Use Tartar Control Crest.
I used Tartar Control Crest, and my next visit was great.
Tartar Control Crest.
Now that's something to smile about.
My mom says a couple of ounces of antifreeze can kill our dog. Even 2 tablespoons can be bad for me. So we use an antifreeze that's safer for kids and pets. That's less harmful.
My dad says any antifreeze can protect against freezing and rust.
But is it less harmful for me and JoJo? That's what my dad cares about. What about yours?
Sierra, it's not just antifreeze, it's safety freeze.
I can see it in their faces. Rhode Islanders are worried. Worried about making ends meet. Worried about layoffs and cutbacks. Worried that their kids can't make a life here. I'm Mirth York. All Rhode Islanders want is simple fairness. They want a governor with a serious, effective economic plan to create jobs and prosperity for everyone, not just a few insiders. They want a government that works for working people for a change. When I'm governor, that's just what they're going to get.
If you're looking for trouble, you found it on the Fox Saturday night lineup. First, L.A. is full of strange characters.
There's somebody running on the freeway.
And when you're a cop, you see them all.
What's wrong with you?
And all new primetime cops. Then, the search for a missing woman leads to a horrifying discovery.
I observed an arm and hands.
Now, hear the story of the suspect who idolized serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer.
Saturday, beginning at 8 on your Fox 64.
Suspect truck's inside, and maybe a delivery being made.
You think we should go for it?
We got 11 guys. We don't know how many they have.
Let's everybody get doubled up. So when we move in, we go in fast. Maddie, keep your eye on the two in the diner.
Coffee, please.
Cafe, Ricardo.
Please.
Aló. Los tipos en un Cadillac. Pues vaya y mire.
We've been made. This guy's starting to bug me. Let's get off the main drag, then take him.
Who knew what these guys were thinking? It occurred to me that they thought we were dealers who were going to rip them off. Would they decide to make a hit on us and just come out shooting?
Garage door is just open.
Hit him! Hit him now!
What are you doing? Get out of the way, move it!
What is this? What is...
Hurry up! Yo, Terry, got him? Get out of there! Move it, come on, now! Hold it, police! Hands on your head! Do it now! Move, move! Let us see a warrant! Shut up, jerk!
What do we got?
Probable cause.
Okay. Secure the building. Check everything. Read these people the rights. Get them downtown. Gary, Pat, get a warrant.
You have the right to remain silent.
The search warrant arrived 5 hours later. We had expected to find 1,000 pounds of drugs, not money. In addition to the false floor, there was a false front built into the truck. The compartment there was full of boxes. One box was marked 3,000 times 100. It contained $3 million. All in all, we confiscated more than $18 million, the largest single seizure of money in history. Traces of cocaine in the trucks pointed to the likelihood that the vehicles were being used to bring cocaine into the country and to transport money out. Almost 19 million. It was the largest cash seizure ever by any law enforcement group anywhere in the world. The Brinks guaranteed the count to us. It took them 2 weeks to count it. 1/3 went to the U.S. government, 1/3 to the New York State Police, and 1/3 to the budget of the New York City Police Department. Confiscating money and property from the cartel and depriving them of it in the future is making it less profitable to operate in the drug world. Using that same money to investigate and arrest drug dealers is a new and powerful weapon in the war on drugs.
We'll be right back with Officer Janet Caban and the man every cop was looking for.
What's the price of bad information? When it comes to surround sound, it can mean buying a system that's just not right for you. Surround sound adds a whole new dimension of sound to your existing TV set. It makes action movies seem real. It puts you on the 50-yard line. And it makes music come alive. Any type of music. In fact, sometimes I don't watch TV at all. I just use my surround sound system to listen to CDs. But the truth is, there are lots of brands and models of surround sound available, and choosing the right one can be pretty confusing. At Tweeter, our salespeople will sit and talk with you about your room and your existing equipment to make sure you get the surround sound system that's right for you. Whether it's this Sony surround sound receiver or this top-of-the-line digital surround sound processor from Yamaha. And buying the right surround sound system the first time saves you both time and money. So buy your surround sound system at Tweeter, or pay the price.
Let's play Coca-Cola Monsters of the Gridiron. The challenger, Chris Weiss. His opponent, Emmett Lone Star Sheriff Smith of the Dallas Cowboys. Chris goes left.
I wouldn't go that way.
The kid fakes right. You're mine. He goes up the middle. Touchdown! Me, kid. Bring home specially marked Coca-Cola products. Collect monster trading cards and play Monsters of the Gridiron. You can win Super Bowl tickets or one of 8 million prizes.
You're next. We'll be right back with more Top Cops.
The night shift. You too? If you can't wake up with your husband, wake up with his cold. I'm coughing and sneezing. I'm not sneezing, but I'm coughing. I gotta rest. I gotta work. And this does nothing for a cough. Dayquil for you, NyQuil for me. We're like two ships passing in the night. But we can take our medicines together.
Vicks, NyQuil, and Dayquil. The stuffy head, stuffy nose, sore throat, aching, coughing, fever so you can face your day. Or rest medicine.
Orville Redenbacher created a new bag so more of his big, fluffy, irresistible butterfly kernels could pop than ever before. How much more? Let's put it this way. You'll notice Orville Redenbacher's new, bigger bag. Make room for it.
And now, Officer Janet Caban and the hunted man she meets face to face.
You can tell a lot about a person from looking into their eyes. The way the people stare back at you reveals someone's true nature, their soul, if you like. Are they aggressive? Are they afraid? Will they do something impulsive, dangerous? As a cop, I know how to read those eyes and when to move into action before the person facing me reaches their breaking point. One of the most intense manhunts in New York City's history had begun 9 days earlier on January 15th. A 20-year-old named Ralph Richardson, who was much feared in his neighborhood, had gotten into an argument with another young man over a leather coat.
Hey, what you doing, man? Here's the next one.
Richardson jumped two plainclothes officers who'd gone looking for him at his girlfriend's apartment. He wounded both of them, one critically. Richardson was a fugitive, and we found out he had a gold-capped tooth with a C etched on it. The C stood for Caprice, his nickname, and the name of a car model he liked to steal. I'm first-generation American from a Puerto Rican family. No one in my family was a cop, but ever since I was small, I wanted to be a police officer. My role models were TV heroes Beretta, Kojak, T.J. Hooker, and Angie Dickinson.
Finally. Traffic was... There are no words to describe it.
Look, I'm just glad you got here. I've got to run over to my mother's. I'll only be a few minutes, okay?
Hope you're taking the subway.
Richardson knew he had to get out of town. He drove out to Queens in a stolen car where he robbed a variety store and pistol whipped the owner for $300. His next stop was at a bodega for a quick holdup, netting another $500. While Linda was gone, I started to get this uneasy feeling that something was going to happen. I felt strange, bad, but exactly what it was, I didn't know.
Hear about Tony Kendall? No. Well, he's a B&E man. They shot him tonight. And Whitey just happened to be there. Yeah. Good night, Janet.
I always carried an off-duty gun, but that evening, I took it out and put it on the counter, which I've never done. I thought, no good. Customers can see this here. But for some reason, I felt I had to make it easily available, so I covered it with a clipboard. I don't know why I did it. To this day, I'd say it was someone up there watching over me.
One more. Oh.
Thank you. Good night.
Huh? Janet! What's the Caban rating of the week?
Well, let's see. From left to right, we got a 6, a 3.
3? Nah.
Hey, you're too young for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, a 7, and yeah, a 9.5 from the Puerto Rican judge. Ow!
Yeah! Right.
Sorry, Janet. My mother wouldn't let me go until I tried on every outfit she was making for me. Oh, she said if you want to pick up your patents, you should go in after work.
Not tonight. Let's lock up. I am dead tired.
All right. Nice to see you again. Are you still single?
Yeah, because this is a holdup. You, and you over here on the floor, face down. You don't move and I won't kill you.
I kept my hands down at all times. I was going to give him the cash. I decided to let it be, to let the robbery go through and call 911 later. That seemed like the only action that made any sense with all those people in the store.
Look, take whatever you want. Take anything you like, okay? Down in your
I was ready to do everything he said and let the whole thing go down so everyone could leave alive. It was so quiet. He was taking so long that I didn't know what he was doing. I thought of getting a gun and letting off a round. But I might have also hit one of the customers or Linda.
Fill it up. No, the cops! Come on, I don't go, hurry up!
I didn't want to look at him. For some reason, I felt in my heart that if I looked at him, he would realize that I was a police officer.
Oh, yo, I ain't got no more, man. What you want?
I know you got a stash back there, lady. So be cool and give it up. Now!
There ain't no more. That's it, nada más.
It was so frustrating to be looking at my gun and not be able to go for it. If I moved, it would take a half a second for his finger to move.
If I have to come back there and find the stash, you're dead.
I started to lose that silhouette target. I knew I had to go for the gun. If he came around the counter looking for money, he'd find the gun. There was no way I could let that happen. I felt the bullet brush past my head. To me, at that angle, it sounded like right through the top of my hair. I wasn't going to let him get up. If I did, it would have been over for all of us.
I'm gonna be back for you! I got something for you!
When he said that, I thought he meant right away. I thought about shotguns and Uzis coming in with backup men, so I rushed to the alarm system and pushed in the code. I also tried to call 911, but couldn't get through, and I didn't want to stick around until he came back.
Let's get out of here now!
We gotta call the police.
You're crazy, man. That guy's gonna come back and he's gonna kill all of us.
Come on, go! I don't have any more ammo. Let's get out of here!
It was the middle of January, freezing cold, and I didn't have my coat, my shield, nothing. We left the store wide open and just ran. There was nowhere Richardson could go for help without someone seeing his gunshot wound. He was desperate and in intense pain. After I went to the hospital for trauma, I got a call at the 6-7 precinct saying they had found Richardson. He still had Linda's jewelry on him. After the whole thing happened, I told my share of the store. I told my partner that I'd be a sitting target for anybody who thought it would be a kick to hold up a police officer. My only thought during the robbery had been to get everyone out of the situation safely. I'd been lucky, and I didn't want to go through that a second time.
We'll return in a moment with tonight's top cops and the aftermaths of their stories.
The 1980s was an incredible decade, and the best thing about it was the music. Superstars like Hall & Oates and Billy Ocean recorded unforgettable love songs that have become classics. Now you can get the 80s biggest hits all in one collection, Forever 80s. Over 2.5 hours of music featuring Richard Marx, Belinda Carlisle, Look, it's not easy to find a lot of these songs in stores, and if you could, it'd cost you a bundle. Forever 80s has the original hits from the original artists, digitally remastered for superior sound quality. And all of the songs on Forever 80s were huge top 10 hits from your favorite artists like the Pointer Sisters, Forever 80s has all the great songs that are both romantic and timeless. The 80s never sounded better.
To order, call the number on your screen or send check or money order. 2 CDs, $26.99. 2 long play cassettes, $19.99. Rush delivery available. This collection is not sold in stores. Do it now.
Meet the world's smallest Top Cop.
You really gonna catch drug smugglers?
You'd better believe it. Next, Top Cops. 2 of LA's straightest cops are being sent to the last place on earth they should ever go.
Like Elvis Goes to Hell.
It's against their principles.
Hey! I'm panting after 2 a.m.
It's against their policies.
I don't have any cuffs.
We're the only 2 people on this island without handcuffs.
It's against their grain.
How can I fulfill your fantasy?
Go paint my house.
Exit to Eden. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 14th at theaters everywhere.
It's the Napa Customer Appreciation Sweepstakes, now at participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Register to win fabulous prizes like 7-night Aruba vacations, courtesy of GWV Travel, ski weekends at Sugar Bush, Vermont, and a 34-inch RCA cinema screen television, and there's more. Special discount coupons to the New England Auto Show are now available at participating Napa Auto Parts stores.
Now spray away hunger attacks between meals or overeating at mealtime with pleasant-tasting Spray You Thin, a safe, effective way to control your food intake. Use even if you are on a diet meal plan. Spray You Thin. Mount Everest. At 24,000 feet and 40 degrees below zero, Sandy Pittman trusts Vaseline Intensive Care Extra Strength Lotion for serious dry skin protection.
From Lee, salon-style press-on nails. Natural underside so real only your manicurist knows. Fashion colors plus extra strength glue. Lee press-on nails salon-style.
Cali cartel smuggler Moses Gomez was convicted of conspiracy to smuggle narcotics and sentenced to 15 years in prison. Carlos Restrepo was sentenced to 12 years for narcotics violations. Sergeant Frank Calavita was honored for his extraordinary achievement in making the largest cash seizure ever by any law enforcement group in the world. In October of 1990, he made the second largest seizure, more than $17 million. Before taking his own life, Ralph Richardson was wanted for 3 homicides and the shooting of 2 police officers. Officer Janet Caban received the Lieutenant's Benevolent Association Medal for Valor. She continues to serve with the NYPD Bias Unit, investigating crimes related to violation of race, religion, or sex.
Sunday on Fox, it's NFL football as Jerry Rice and the potent San Francisco passing attack take on Barry Sanders and the explosive Detroit Lion running game. It all starts at noon with the pregame show. NFL this Sunday on not just any Fox, it's your Fox 64.